preseason game is a thing of the past. It's the Colts and the Saints, and it's coming up next on Madden NFL 22.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. Orchestrating the offense will be a man who, of course, won a national title back in his days at Clemson, Deshaun Watson.
And he's exactly the man you want control of your offense. Excellent arm, good zip on the ball, not afraid to use his legs when he needs to. And what he's excelled at doing is making plays when the first read isn't available or when the pressure's about to get to him.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
Because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Being chased out left. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Supuestamente que Westbrook para el año que viene y que para Filadelfia.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Football's such a game of tendencies, down in distance, and 3rd and inches, 3rd and 1. You think, man, fullback's probably going to get the ball, but when you get to 3rd and 2, most of the time that's either the running back or a pass play. So that's a nice tendency breaker by the offensive team there. Hand it to their big guy to pick up a first down.
Pushing through the contact, and he is out of bounds inside the 30. 43 yards on the ground for him so far.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
They'll try the air now with Watson. And he's got his target, Harris. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
One of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Cole Kmet there to make the grab. And the Saints take it right down the field and score on the opening drive.
This is why a lot of play callers love play action in this spot. You just want to freeze the linebackers just for a second. Then you got a chance to get a quick pass into your tight end right behind them for a touchdown.
Will Lutz on for the point after. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
No se habla de Bruno.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Bueno, nos fuimos. Vaso. También.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Necesito uno por aquí.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He just held the line. He provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
On second and 12, Winston. He'll dump this off to Taylor, complete. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 20. Now he's out of bounds. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving a touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to
touchdown, Colts! Auden Tate, 71 yards. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Tristan Vizcaino for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Taking it about the 1. And he won't quite make it to the 25. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters.
Oh, the ball is in. Watson lost it, and the Colts pick it up. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
No coach or team's ever happy when someone has a turnover, but if there's ever a good time to do it,
preseason.
Yeah, right now. You know that come regular season, he's going to be ready to go, and maybe he'll remember, I don't want to do this when it comes time for the games to count.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
4 yards remain for second down. On the handoff, Taylor. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. To throw is Winston. Steps away to his left. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line.
I'm not sure he falls under the category of mobile quarterback, but he's athletic enough that if you don't keep your rush lanes intact, he finds a way to hurt you.
As coaches like to say, I wouldn't call him a burner, but enough. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Preston Williams there to make the grab. And the Colts have taken the lead.
And no matter how it comes about, when you get good field position, you have to make the defense pay. Short fields usually make for good offense.
Point after here coming up. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it culminates in an Indianapolis touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
You're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. From the the gun. It's a run for Kamara. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly. And that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Ay, bendita. Ese mismo como tírate te tenés que ir.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Casco de mierda.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
How many times do we hear that 3rd down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forces marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up a key 1st down.
Watson's throw complete here to Kmet. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score.
Ahí va.
Ready for the 2nd quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up.
Yo no sé por qué el muñeco cuando coge la bola va tan lento si yo tengo el de cuesta abajo.
Again, this is Kamara. And he is met at the line of scrimmage and he goes down right there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
What an advantage having a lead guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
3rd and 2, Watson. And this is going to be incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Now, their last 2 drives, both ending in touchdowns. It's got them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now to create some separation. The way that they're functioning on offense now, they can create a pretty good gap. Allows their defense to play with a little more verve and confidence.
A big article in the paper this morning about them stringing possessions together for consecutive touchdowns. So right here, they're trying to make it 3 in a row. Now a throw here to his running back. Ooh, the juke. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big play that time on the catch and run.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
1st and 10, Taylor now. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Now Winston. Throw taken in by Taylor left side. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
He'll buy some time right. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Behind the chain, 2nd and 13. Working out of the gun, Winston. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
On third down, Winston goes right back to Smith again. And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down. And his kick here is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Alvin Kamara and the Saints set to start their next drive. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore. Or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get... Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And the Colts pick it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field, and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
That might be the third down stop that they needed, because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Saints will take over with first and 10 deep in their own territory.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that.
Yeah, he said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
55 rushing yards rushing for him now in the ball game. The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard. Faking the give. Now Watson sliding out of the pocket. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go for one personality. That's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando. The coach, he'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan, coach, from larger than life.
No, yo tengo los mismos pasos. Lo que digo es
He's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Watson now to throw. Forced out to his left. And Watson has enough for the first down yardage as he slides to the turf.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
First and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about limiting it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in the game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. Now Watson. Buying time to his left. A throw left side taken in by Kmet. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Off the play action, it's Watson. Rolling to his right. He finds his man complete. It's Vasquez. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a first down.
Yep.
Con aquel no se me iba el loco.
Pa' aquí, pa' allá, pa' aquí, pa' allá.
Con este muñeco se va para todos
They'll
lados.
fake the handoff. Now Watson. Dancing to his left. He'll find his tight end. It's Adam Troutman. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
¿Tuviste que yo lo guardé como quiero o viste para allá?
A 10th carry for Kamara. Pushes him over. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10.
No se la pedí porque el otro venía a la
To
milla.
throw is Watson. Being chased out left. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
And how nice is it for him to know that when he gets outside the pocket, he's got a reliable tight end he can go to. So he's able to look his way, find his big target, and set up 1st and goal.
Watson, off play action. They'll roll him out right. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Deshaun Watson, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Saints get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead is down to a field goal. A 10-play drive that time. And the final act belonged to Deshaun Watson in his touchdown run. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Taking it about the 1. And able to get this out to the 25.
Let's go! Let's go!
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And they'll take over with just 16 ticks remaining before intermission. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. So we come to halftime here with the visiting Colts taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. Week 3 of the preseason is here. Everyone wrapping up their exhibition schedule. No games for the league on Labor Day weekend. And then it all begins. The 17-game regular season gets underway on the Thursday after Labor Day with the NFL kickoff game. Meanwhile, for the Saints, we check on their numbers on the ground in the first half as they know they'll need to be better to overcome this halftime deficit. both of these coaching staffs with some big decisions to make coming up as the preseason draws to a close. This second half is going to be filled with a lot of evaluation. And to bring it your way, we go back to Brandon Guy.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Well, the Colts ready to go to work to start the third quarter. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it. But I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities. And I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Jameis to throw it. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
It's caught. Smith. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
A first down throw for Winston. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. 2nd and 10. Here's Winston. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Jameis again. They'll get this off to Taylor. Fights through it. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up the first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Jameis now on first down. He'll check this one down to Taylor. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Winston. He'll find his man. That's Taylor again. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
3rd and short yardage. Winston. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Calling a loss of 2 there on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, and other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. As we surmise, Charles, most of the starting unit's still out there for this third quarter. First time this preseason that they played into the second half.
And that's by design. Most of the time by this point of the preseason, you want them to go into the half, cool down, and then come back out and warm up to start the third quarter like you would a regular season game. That's exactly what they wanted to get done.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Trying
the left side with Camara. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, I've heard you say that so much of being a great inside linebacker is diagnosis. And that time he diagnosed things instantly, made a beeline for the football.
On 2nd and 12, Watson escaping the pressure right. Got some real estate inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
On the counter, here's Camara. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them. They'll try the air now with Watson. He'll buy some time right. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
I love the job they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Now a toss. Camara left side. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Final minute now of the third quarter. On 2nd and 11 now. Watson, flush to his right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite of a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson eluding the pressure right. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. The kick by Lutz is good. And that will tie things at 17 all. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
And a little deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. The Saints say they have it, and they do. So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now Winston.
Brutal.
Flushed out right. And just not a ton of room to work with. They'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the third quarter. You're watching preseason football on EA Sports. Back now here live in New Orleans. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be corralled right around the 34.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, he puts it right on him, and they pick up the first down.
And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They'll fake it. Now Rudolph. And his throw is incomplete. You know, last week I remember asking you, what would an offensive coordinator be looking for week 2 of the preseason? Now we're in week 3. Defensive coordinator-wise, what's he looking at?
For the most part in preseason, we're playing pretty basic stuff, pretty vanilla defenses. You're looking for guys that play with abandon, that just go out and make plays and kind of let their athletic ability take over in order for you to notice them.
There'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play, and that's going to bring up the 4th down. The Colts send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time.
Yo solo he llenado
40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return, and the Saints will take over with a first down and 10.
New Orleans offense back out and ready to go. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10". And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
And he'll get it down here to the 43.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, and I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Back to the ground on 1st down, Edmonds. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
No te casas de comer para el fútbol, loco. Ah.
Back to throw. Burke. He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 21. Running left, here's Edmonds. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Sliding out of the pocket. And that is incomplete.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And that'll bring up fourth down on a big sack with a loss of 5.
A 45-yard attempt.
And Lutz puts this one through. And with that, they take the lead here, 20-17. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ballgame. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
I'm looking at this one with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off near the 42 and to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
I'm not sure I'm absolutely crazy about that play call there. I mean, it's only a one-score game, so is it really time to go bombs away and try and make a big play? I think you can take some underneath stuff and still move it downfield.
They go play action here on first down. And he rips that one incomplete there. Hey, a sidebar worth noting is that preseason cuts have changed. So week 3 that we're in right now, the preseason, I think, what did you say, the roster's going to stay at 90 instead of going down to 75 this year?
That's exactly right, Brandon, because in the past, just what you said, this game here, at the end of week 3, or game 3, he would cut the roster down to 75 and play game 4 just like that. In this case now, though, they're going to be able to keep guys all the way through. So guys who would normally not have a chance to finish out the preseason, they'll get that chance now and get more opportunities to get on tape.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Trying to pick up on the ground with Edmonds. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Pass caught. It's Kawan Baker. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Looking to throw. Burke. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Baker. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 2nd and 7.
Tiene que ser o mañana o el jueves, una de dos.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Una nave que pide en alta mar. Está clamando que la vayan.
Again, they run with Edmonds. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Chase Edmonds, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. And they were looking to pick up the first down on 3rd and short. They got a little more than they bargained for, finding the end zone as well.
And oftentimes in short yardage situations, you get a lot of defenders stacked near the line of scrimmage, partner. So if you can get past that first wave, there's usually room to roam, and he found it.
Lutz with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So the Colts now down on the scoreboard. A little over a minute and a half remaining. You can't say the preseason isn't interesting. This has been great as they come up 1st and 10. Now Rudolph. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Throwing here, Rudolph. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this. Just down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. Now the Colts moving quickly here in the hurry-up offense. Rudolph. He sets to fire deep. And this is caught, so it's a late touchdown, but maybe too late. Still a little time left on the clock, however. Point after try forthcoming. And the lead is down to a field goal now. So that drives Spain 5 plays. And the result for the Colts is a touchdown. So the onside kick will come with 17 seconds to play. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Yo pensé.
So this one a victory here for